Areej Al Shaibani has explored the impact of artificial intelligence on jobs and the cloud talent gap. Areej Al Shaibani, she's going to share with us the results of this impact. She is the Director of Human Resources Development, the Ministry of Transportation, Communications and Information Technology. Areej Al Shaibani is currently the Director of Human Resource Development of the Ministry. She is a great motivator who promotes learning and development culture. She's working in innovation and creativity towards building capacity and is professionally certified in talent management and employee engagement, as well as strategic planning, development with strategic performance management. Areej holds a certificate for career development, certified succession planning from the George Washington University in the UK, and she holds a master's degree in management and entrepreneurship from Cranfield University, United Kingdom. Enough of me, and Areej, floor is yours for 20 minutes. Where are you? She's hiding.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's the end of the day and it has been very long. I will try to make it as a cake, as a sweet cake that you will have it, and it won't be academic. It's more professional, and I will talk about HRD as a strategic role in empowering using cloud and latest technology. With the okay. So as you know that we are going through lots of changes the last 2 years, and lots of high demand of using technology. And by having the high demand of using technology due to COVID-19 and due to the changes in the world, what happened that we faced here? Okay, I don't know how to use it. Okay, now I went very fast. As we know that, I will try to just talk until it reaches to the right slide. Yes, so due to having this all of changes, suddenly we have faced in human resource development a lot of talent gap in terms of cloud, talent gap in artificial intelligence, and some of the skills that we need to minimize in order to be agile more in technology. So one of the gaps that we are facing right now, which is globally, Kevin mentioned that the last 2 years, we have increased of 50% of need in moving toward technology, which resulted to which resulted to a huge gap in skills. And as well, Gartner 2021 mentioned that in 2021, we have increased the need of IT executives and compared to 2020. Okay, so if we can mention what are the skills gap in cloud, we have like cloud architecture, cloud security, governance, and many others. And of course, there are lots of gaps which are a minimum needed in any organization, like ERP system, cybersecurity, IT governance and compliance, all of this minimum requirement in any organization. So what is the strategy? If in each organization, they need to have a strategy. In our organization, or it's in MTC IT, we focus on bridging the gap by investing more in our employee in terms of minimizing the skill gaps. Each employee, from the driver to the highest position in the organization, have a training plan that includes a certain type of courses. And this type of courses will help them minimize the gap of skills. Number 2 is training and development, or training and upscaling. And this is one of the most motivating factor for any employee in our organization, to have a training and as well to develop themselves. Number 3 is to have a cloud center, and this will minimize the large budgets to have it as a external. Number four is while learning and while doing the thing, we are learning together, we are trying to share knowledge. We have this kind of culture that anyone attend any kind of course, at the end of the course, they need to share what they have learned and how they could implement it. And at the other hand, having new projects, we are learning through these projects and we are learning how to implement it, and we help each other to achieve it and grow. The fifth thing is consultation partner. Since most of the organization are going through these changes, sometimes we need partnership and support from consultants to provide support. And at the same time, we have until we reach a level of upscaling and of all of our employees are fully qualified and competent to do the job. Okay, so let us imagine together that our organization is going through a change, either merger, either any kind of change that might happen to any organization. The four themes, in my opinion, that we need to focus on are creativity, creating a growth mindset, we make sure that our employees have the mentality of self-learning, have the mentality of learning and self-development. Number two, creating as HRD or as human resource development, they are responsible to create a positive environment within the organization. It's okay to make some of the mistake if you have a guidance to overcome the mistake. And as well, motivational culture where the organization can always appreciate their employees, some awards that make sure that the people who are in a high productivity, high performance are appreciated. Like a lot of programs, for example, like Employee of the Month, other schemes of motivation. Number four, in any change, we need innovation and creativity. Since the human resource development need to make sure that this kind of environment is available and there is no right or wrong in it. And we make sure in any change, we need to make in line with the vision and mission of the organization. To make it faster, the opposite. In case that we did not have this positive change, what will happen in the organization? What will happen is the productivity will go down. If the human resource development did not provide a good kind of training, a good kind of support to its employee, definitely the productivity will go down, the performance might not still as it is, and people will not love to share knowledge. Everyone will save the knowledge for themselves because there is no a culture of doing it. And so this is the opposite of not having a positive environment. So how can we measure the cloud use on human resource development? Why do we use the cloud? The thing that since the benefits of AI as well, it's available, I'm sure, and it will make the employees more happier. Can you imagine that you have your training plan and everything related to it, including your progress in one place, in one area, where it will be faster, it will be more accurate, it will save time, we will have a wide size of knowledge. At the same time, it covers a larger number of employees. If we have a scattered employees within the Sultanate, for example, or even globally, how can we reach all of these employees if we did not have the technology of providing to all of these employees within using the technology? So we advise to have it. The opposite will be the ineffectiveness of having HRD, which is not automated, not up to date. Definitely everything will be slow, the processes will be slow, limitation of knowledge, we cannot share skills and ability within the workplace. Why do we use cloud? Because it's available, it covers larger number of employees, it speeds things up, and as mentioned before, it monitors, suggests solution, it provides personalization for each employee, and we can have deep analysis. So cloud AI and sharing HRD and HRD jobs future. What are the future jobs? In my opinion, this is based on my research recently I have done, that emotional intelligence is really important. It's not only about using technology, but how can you manage it? How can you deal with it? It's always about people and how you communicate with the people. How do you reach the information to the people? It's very important. And to ensure that the agility is happening, of course, as many speakers before mentioned, like data analytic, a lot of skills which are really required in future. Okay, so the most important here, in my opinion, is to keep learning. As the learning, it does not have an age. All the time we can learn and develop ourselves, and it's okay. It's okay. This is one of my favorite quotes. I always believe that the way you treat your employees is the way they will treat your customers. So it's very important to invest, to treat our employees in a great way, so they will treat our customers as best as we do. And this is just a small structure that it's really close to my heart, that it talks about how in any strategic empowerment to do digital transformation within the organization, it should be in line with the strategy, digitalization, automation, and agility in terms of coping with any change and uncertainty. And of course, to be people centralized. At the end, if you have any questions, you can contact me through LinkedIn. I'm available to provide any information. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Areej. That was a great presentation and very useful. That was Areej Al Shaibani, the Director of Human Resource Development at MTC IT.